Let's get started here, folks. I want to call to order the Horry County Solid Waste Operations and Planning Committee. I'm going to do the invocation. I'm going to ask Mr. Jones to do the pledge. So if we would, let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for your love and prosperity that you have heaped upon us. We thank you for the blessings and the healings. Continue to be with us and lead and guide us in our decision-making process today. Amen.
Pledge flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Need approval of the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye. All right, done deal. This morning we're going to talk about landfill compactors. Mr. Bessent has a presentation for us. It's real interesting too. But Mr. Bessent, are you?
As most of y'all are aware, we have y'all gave us approval to purchase a new compactor or a recertified compactor, and we now have received that in December of this year. And we had budgeted $1.2 million, and we bought the recertified compactor for $650,000. In our FY21 budget, we are in the process of looking at that. Our current compactor has to be turned in because we'll meet the 10,000 hour time period. So each unit we put 10,000 hours in, then we have a total maintenance and repair contract on. They go back to the manufacturer and they pay us. Bid price, they got a certain how they do that TM&R. In August, we got to have another compactor because one of them be going back. So we need about 6 month period of time in order to order another compactor. After reviewing and looking at the issues that we've had with Tier 4 compactors or Tier 4 units, we even had some Tier 4 trucks we had problems with. So we're going to try to stay with the Tier 3 emissions package. That's the one we just bought, has a Tier 3. So we intend to try to, with board allow us to do it, we're going to bid for another recertified Tier 3 unit. The unit that we're proposing to buy is 123,000 pounds. Our current one's 107,000. Hoping the 123,000 pound unit is comparable to the new compactors we have currently. So we'd like to go ahead and get that out to bid so we can have it in by August, realizing that it's in next year's budget. It is budgeted for next year in our last year's budget in FY21, but we want to go ahead and do it and get it out and get it bid. Also, as part of that, our current one that we've had and to put 15,000 hours on it that we own is equipment number 345. The engine went out here about 2 or 3 weeks ago, not before the new one rolled in the door. It went out. And in order for us to officially operate, if you take the number of hours we have over a 5-year period, it takes us about 36,000 hours worth of equipment time to be able to meet it. And without that 4th unit, we run out of hours. Because if you only got 3 units and you put 10,000 hours apiece, we're 6,000 hours short. And what we've done in the past is take that older unit and fill in and make up that 6,000 hours. We feel like we can rebuild it, put new wheels on it, put a brand new motor in it with a 10,000 hour warranty on it, put brand new wheels on it. We feel comfortable that the unit's in good shape, the chassis is good. We've had the equipment manufacturer look at it, and we can rebuild that one for $175,000. We would like to take that money out of the money we saved in FY20 to use it with board's approval. And that will get us to our 4 packers again. It'll allow us to go ahead and fix the current one that's broke down and get it up so we can start subsidizing those hours. The only way to cut those hours is to, shut down the landfill more, and I don't think that's an option.
That's not much of an option.
Yeah, what the difference was now than what it was then, when they started with these tier 4, emission packages, they have to idle down. So every day, you have to idle, let them idle, get warmed up, where you can get on them, and then you have to idle them down. And every time you cut one of them off, it's got to idle for about 15 minutes, 15 or 20 minutes. And those times add up over a 5-year period of time, so we don't have enough time to make it work, and that's the point for that 4th unit. So, you know, we're asking the board to approve, to allow us to buy a recertified compactor and go ahead and get it out to bid. We'll put it out to bid and allow everybody to bid on it. And, you know, and then also fix the one we got.
So, going this way versus the other, even fixing the old, we're about $275,000.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You think the $175,000 be enough now to do your repair? Let's be sure and cover that we're covered there.
The motor with a brand new, with a 10,000-hour warranty on it. The key is that 10,000-hour warranty. That means
Right.
we gotta worry about that engine for 10,000 hours, brand new engine. The engine with a warranty on it and everything's about 65,000. And a set of wheels is about 85,000. So we gave it some buffer room for shipping and hauling. And we're probably gonna put a new seat in the unit, so.
Same wheels we got on the other unit?
Max pack units.
Right.
Max pack.
Right.
Well, you should have enough money. I mean, you had, you saved $650,000 off of the one.
Yeah, and I'm asking to use 175.
75 out of that.
75 of that, yeah.
So there should be a little buffer in there. Is that gonna now give you the 4 units that you need out there by repairing this one and getting the other one?
Yes, sir.
The other one you get will be like the one that we just bought?
I don't know, that's
Similar.
what we're gonna put it out, we gotta put it out to bid, so we really don't know.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to say I applaud Mike and Rich for looking at this thing, attempting to save money. In the budget workshop that we had, we advised you that we were short, getting shorter in this account, equipment account. I think they've done their job on trying to save and trying to keep that budget in line the best they can. That's not saying we don't need the additional tipping fee to make everything kind of work out. I applaud them for doing it. Mike, also explain how we're now going to bid stuff.
The county and a lot of cities, North Myrtle Beach is one of them, but a lot of cities and stuff joined a bid site, it's called BidNet. So everything we bid now goes on that net, and they push it out to people to try to get you as many people to bid on it. It could be halfway across the United States, because they got connections. You, as a customer that's gonna bid, you don't have to pay anything. You just go in there and sign up on it. We don't have to pay anything. I ain't figured out yet just how they make their money, but I'm sure they're making money somehow.
Yeah.
Or they wouldn't be doing it, but, and we did the building on it for the store, and we got 4 responses, which was more than I thought we would anyway.
Overy County Public Works is using it presently to bid their equipment, right?
They usually bid all of it.
All of their equipment that they buy, they're running through this.
Yeah, same thing with North Myrtle Beach, they even bid their lawn services, anything.
It's not just equipment. The county doing a lot of their purchasing, through that gate.
Mike, how long is it gonna take to repair the unit that we're looking at?
You're probably talking 2 or 3 months.
Okay, and will we just be doing 3 at that time, or we still have 4 pieces of equipment out there?
We'll have 3.
Yeah,
3, otherwise we want short.
we'll be a little short.
That's why we wanted to go ahead and use the money from this year, because if I tried to use the money from FY20, I wouldn't be able to start to July 1.
Right.
But the $650,000 I'd already saved, so I was asking y'all to let me use some of that money so I could go ahead and start with it as
So
soon
you
as I
can
get
go ahead and
approval.
start getting it.
As soon as the full board approves it, we'll move forward.
All right, how about a motion to carry this on to the full board?
Yeah,
I make a
all right.
motion
Go
we
ahead.
accept, I'm sorry,
Go right ahead.
I make a motion we accept staff recommendation.
A second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All right.
Thank you. Ms. Esther?
How about real quick, like you wanna, before we go to Ms. Esther, that, do you wanna update us real quick on your project,
On the MRF,
on the MERV?
the MRF, as y'all aware, they're supposed to come in on the 9th, and take over the MRF and start stripping it out. Last Friday, about 10 o'clock in the morning, it decided it wanted to retire. So it went down and then come back up. And they, Danny and Richie stayed at about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night trying to get it back up. We couldn't get it back up. Decision was made to, not try to buy any more parts for it because we wasn't gonna be using that piece of equipment anymore, that section. So to shut it down and go ahead and implement our plans that we were gonna have, in fact, to start this Thursday and Friday morning, we started them a week early. So we've been planning and talking about it for 3 or 4 months, 5 months. And so we kicked our plan in place. Our plan is to take all the commingle from the convenience centers, and we're processing it at the SW6 building. So we're processing C&D in the daytime and processing commingle recycle at night over here at C&D factory. We're processing anything that comes in separate over at the MRF, and it's being baled there and stored. Anything that's coming in, that's like coming in from the cities, that's got paper and everything mixed in with it, we're baling it, and we're storing it, and, we're doing all that, and what we're picking up, SWA's picking up, and of course, office paper and stuff, we got a small sort line over there, and we're sorting that as we go, and we're running 2 shifts over there. So we're running from 6 o'clock in the morning till, midnight over there. And we're still doing our shipping, we're still selling what products we got, we're still doing all that. Today, this morning, they started delivering the equipment. That equipment's being put down and put on site now. And because we went down last Friday, they're starting now to tear the plant down. They wasn't supposed to start the Friday morning, but they now can start now, so give them 2 days early. They're,
A couple of days early.
yeah, they're supposed to be completed by February 10th and it up and running.
Okay.
Well, let me say also, I think the people is what makes the solid waste authority what it is. And like Mike said, I went up there Friday afternoon about 3 o'clock. That same old big cabinet that all of you looked in and all the controls in it. Rich was in that up to his ears. Rich was on the phone with San Diego, try this. Everything they said try, he'd already tried. Switching, taking this, putting it here, doing this. And about 8 o'clock, they said, we don't know. So I called Mike on the way home. I said, I've told Rich, he's done all he can do. We're not but 2 or 3 days out. I told him just cut it off and let's start serving. I couldn't stand the thought of it, so I was back Saturday morning about 11 o'clock to see if Rich had got that call from San Diego, and the boys had that big box,
Control box.
on the ground. I said, if I'd have known you were tearing it out, I'd have been here with my sledgehammer. Spent hours looking at that box and them flipping switches, so, and all of them were dirty and dusty, and, and we took them, those guys that had worked Friday nights and Thursday nights and all day Saturdays, we took them to lunch yesterday and bought them lunch. And I think they were tickled to death with that, but they have saved us a ton of money on what they have done, and, I'm proud of the work they've done, and we're gonna get there. we're gonna get it done.
Back to the compactor again too. When we go to the conventions, Ms. Creeks and Mr. Ives and all of us, and Carl, all the compact builders or manufacturers hit us up wanting to bid our project. And I know you got it covered, but they have to have a performance bond, and we need to know who they're gonna do their service work, or some of these folks are salespeople and not service people, so we just need, and I know you got it covered in that.
There's a difference between service people and sales people.
Yeah, I know a sales guy.
Yeah.
Do you know one? I
Yeah.
think I know
I
one.
think I just heard him speak, I ain't sure.
Yeah,
I believe
yeah.
it is.
That's
I said, I
it.
just heard the sales pitch right there.
I'm on the service end. The service end coming. I'm not worried about the sales guy.
I'm gonna put that under your job, and I'm gonna leave that
I'm gonna
alone,
leave that alone.
since that's your job.
You make sure the service end is covered.
But I ain't selling them.
You remember, most of the time they're walking or talk don't match.
Good day.
Why would you that?
I
That's
can
for
assure
sure.
you that Richie has made sure that that's covered.
I figured that'd come under his job description, so I ain't bothering that either.
Well,
Anything else, Mark?
that's as far as I'm concerned, that's.
You just wanna make sure the two match.
Yeah, you're right, but we've had, there's 4 or 5 manufacturers that every time we go, they want to be sure that they can bid what we put out.
I had a guy, a company called me yesterday and say, I want to bid on your metal, scrap metal. And I know it's time for it to come out to bid, and I said, you remember bidding that? Yeah, I remember bidding that. He said, well, that's all I need to know. I said, we'll put it on bid then. Well, they'll notify me, that's all I needed to know. And I told those compactor operators, the compactor salespeople, they need to be a member of BidNet. And the minute it goes on there, it'll notify.
Why, I don't understand. They sell it, we buy it. Why are we recruiting them?
They just asked to make sure they were notified.
I understand. If you wanna know when we bid something, ain't that their job?
Yeah, that's.
Why are we doing their job for them?
Well,
The bid net is, Overy County throughout is doing the bid net, right, Danny?
That ain't got nothing to do
No,
with
that's
us.
it, no, what he's talking about is why are we involved, why are we calling the people who are bidding, letting them know that we're putting bids out?
well,
That Carl, when anybody that's selling, I'm thinking if Carl's buying and I'm selling,
You'll be worrying
I'm
Carl.
gonna be worrying Carl. Carl ain't gonna have to call me.
That's right.
He's got money, I got product. This is what we built on. I'm confused.
Well, I tell you.
we've always taken the position, the more people bidding, the better off we are, and maybe some's lazy, some of them maybe don't have good sales, and to check on stuff, and we want to make sure they know the more competition, the better we are, the way I look at it.
The other thing is, you well know, there's some salesmen have met their quota. The hardest thing they do is get up in the morning, and the second hardest thing they do is get to the office on time.
Sometimes there's not a blender deal going on.
I mean, if they met their quota, they're close to it.
Now, are we only taking bids that are coming through this program? Okay, so it would behoove us to have as
that's
many
right.
on that.
Yes.
And when we put an RFP to the finance office, we give them a list of bidders.
Uh-huh,
And
okay,
they'll submit that to BidNet.
okay.
I guess that's the way that works, right?
We've already given them a list.
Business already got the list, good, okay. That's good.
All
I
right.
think Bo had a question in the back.
Oh,
It was answered, thank you.
already got your answer, huh? All right.
To the discussion.
Ms. Murphy, you got some recycling grants that you want to give?
Yes, sir. And before I start, I just want to explain, maybe just give a little reason why this committee is supposed to wait and put it on a different committee, and it's all about timing. And it still has to go to the full board for full approval. But these came in right at our deadline for submittal. And since Mike had already scheduled a meeting, talked with Dan, and we thought it was best to go ahead and get these on there so that they don't have to wait potentially another month before their they got approvals or denials, for their grant requests. So, we got 3 grants, and next year, we're gonna probably move our bid submittal date to November as opposed to the first week of January, just so it not only gives us a little bit more time to really, not rush in this process, but also gives them more time on the end of actually utilizing the grant funds. Because the longer it takes for them, they only have now to the end of June to use this funding. So it kind of will help on both ends. That being said, City of Myrtle Beach submitted a grant request for $6,000. They received a DHEC grant to assist with the purchase of containers to expand their recycling into each recreational facility in the City of Myrtle Beach. The cost of the containers that they're going to purchase totaled $30,000. The grant they received from DHEC was for $24,000. So this grant request is basically to supplement what they already received in order for them to fully put this plan into operation. They're requesting 2 types of recycling containers, some to be used inside facilities, most to be used outside of the facilities to collect recyclables. They will themselves collect the recyclables and bring them to the Solid Waste Authority for process. They're anticipating, they indicated that they had seen a 7.5% increase in recycling last year, and they're anticipating that just through the recreational recycling program, they'll see another 2 to 3% increase once the program is in place. So that was their request for $6,000. Want to do all of them? Yeah.
No,
You want to do individual?
so this recycling for the City of Myrtle Beach will only be at the recreational places?
Yes, sir. Right now, they do some very limited recycling at their recreational facilities. Their goal is to have recycling available at each recreational facility.
Yeah, they mentioned 9 of them here, which I think is good, yeah.
Tiffin Libraries or
Yeah, they
recreational?
got Crabtree Gym, General Reed Recreation Center, Thunderbolt Park, Train
That was the
Depot.
list they provided.
I was just trying to figure, mind reading is recreational, I guess. It's a
Sometimes,
stretch,
yes,
okay.
yeah.
Let's do them all at one time.
Okay,
Ms.
any
Murphy.
other questions on Myrtle Beach's
No,
request?
that's good.
Okay. Buck Creek Foundation, last year, Buck Creek was awarded a grant to begin and assist with their compost gardening facility. The purpose of that facility is to provide a place for the special needs community to learn a transitional skill, so they gain more confidence in working with the community.
That's a $10,000 grant, right?
That was, last year they asked for 10 and received, and this year they're also asking for 10,000. And what they're basically doing is further expanding the entire program. They're asking for funding to cover the construction of a storage building, to purchase additional containers, to expand a composting program, and then for funding for installation of an expansion of their current security fencing. The storage building that they're looking to put in place will replace their existing greenhouse that they have. The plan is to tear the greenhouse down and to utilize the materials, most of the materials from the greenhouse in the construction of the storage building. With regard to the compost bins, they bought compost bins last year with grant funding. But the community has taken on to this program very well. They're bringing them a good bit of material to be composted, and they are generating compost. Their problem now is that all their containers seem to be full all the time, so they don't have room for growth. And then on the fencing side, they have an additional lot that they want to incorporate into the entire facility. And in order to do that, they want to expand the fencing to cover the entire property. So their grant is for, the request is for $10,000 to cover each one of those items. The last grant request that we received, and they were on the last day, was from the City of Conway. They also received a grant last year. City of Conway is requesting a grant to purchase approximately 200 recycling roll carts to supplement their current recycling program. It's their 65-gallon roll carts that they issue to residents at no cost to the resident. They last year said their recycling tonnage went up approximately about 20 tons additional each month. So they're believing that with the use of this grant and additional purchase of additional containers, to see another 2 to 3 ton increase every month.
So you said their tons went up 20,
Tons per month is what they,
so you figure they did about 240 tons last year?
in addition to what they
Okay.
did previous, is what they reported.
Buck Creek, what all do they recycle there?
Buck Creek's program, as far as when we look at recycling, is really truly based on the food waste component.
Okay.
They've contacted various, within the community, they've got food waste coming from, whether it's an individual or from businesses, that they're then converting and developing into compost, which they then can sell and generate funding for the program.
Staff's recommendation on these three.
All three were recommended to, for approval from committee and full board.
The finance committee, I think, right? You got it?
Well, it would normally have gone to
To the
recycling
To the
committee.
recycling committee.
However, it will eventually, regardless whether it's recycling committee or this committee or even finance, because we actually, last year, each committee actually went through this process because in order for timing, to make sure we don't have people waiting too long to receive our recommendation, we'll put it on a committee because it still has to go to full board for full board approval.
Expedite the speed and efficiency operations chairman of the recycling committee. I move it forward to this committee so we can take appropriate action.
I need a motion, and you gonna make that motion?
So moved.
I think just to be safe and not sorry, the motion probably needs to come from a committee
Yeah, I think it
member
needs to
of
come
this
from a
committee.
committee member, yeah. I'll just make the recommendation, yeah.
Okay.
I move that we move forward, take these recommendations to full board for further approval.
Could I request some information, please? On the Buck Creek request, they're requesting funds for compost.
Bins.
Have you evaluated whether or not they're operating the scale where they should use hedgerows like we do, rather than going to the expense of individual compost bins?
We have not.
How many bins do they have?
I have their last year information with me.
The reason I'm asking is I'm wondering if it's the most efficient way for them to operate. If they're getting to the scale where they want more bins, if they shouldn't be operating with hedgerows, and have they
I
come
haven't
to our
been to the,
facility and see how we do it?
I was gonna say, I don't know, I haven't been to, Danny has, I don't know if space is an issue with
I
that.
think best I can remember, they probably got 5 or 6 bins. They don't have enough room for composting road,
They don't.
hedgerow,
Hedgerows like we do.
there.
Yeah.
But I think their intent on that 60 acres they got at Longs or 905 someplace, I think that's their major goal is to do that.
They have been here to see how we operate.
Oh, yeah, they've been here, all the information that I see
I'm
on
just concerned about scale. If they're looking to grow, whether they should change their operation.
And I think basically what they're doing now is they're getting the businesses involved in food, bringing the food, and the community right around, I think, the area. But they're looking at, using worms for the composting. They're looking at different things, and their application was the most informative
Yes,
that I have seen post any grant of any way. They have
Good.
the raised bed, the compost beds that they growing in. Of course, we furnished the compost on the grant last year. They got ORE telephone to build the boxes. They're irrigated, it's.
They're impressive looking, but we saw photos.
And this fencing, they gonna have it from street to street. So they will have they're cleaning up kind of a blighted area when Clarity's closed down. But I think the city, there were 60, 70 people there at the ribbon cutting. I attended that, still our support, but, that group's got it together.
Yeah, I'd just like to say, I'm really excited about this program, not only that it's doing recycling, it's also giving children
Yeah.
and people with special needs, a special,
A training program.
a training program to branch out and do other things. And also, as far as the road compost, I don't think they have enough room there. But when you start that, you're talking about more equipment and stuff, that they're gonna need to do that. So even if they started that there, they would need monies to help later on do those kinds of things. But it's an exciting program, I mean, being an
mean,
old
even there-
biologist.
Even the application, they're utilizing, refurbished wood, old fencing. They got some of the, lumber yards there pitching in, they got it rolling. They're- And those kids, all you got to do is go up there after school or do summer, they there, they working, they involved.
And the other intriguing thing about it, they're getting more and more businesses in the community involved. And I think that's good. The more community businesses get involved, the more messages are passed on about recycling, solid waste, what's going on. So kids are growing up into that area, so they begin to pass that on. So I think it's, out of all the programs, I think it's one of the best. That's just my little say.
Any other discussion? I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Aye. So done. Now, anybody else got anything else?
Yes, I'd like to share with you a Christmas present I received. I
Okay.
received a Christmas present from the Department of Philanthropy at Coastal Carolina University. And it really boils down to what's called reuse, more so than probably reduce or recycle. And they replaced the slate roofs on several buildings at Coastal with the new metal roofs, new asbestos roofs, and whatever else. Instead of taking these tons and tons of slate and putting them in the landfill and taking up space, a lady by the name of Marjorie Thompson, in her infinite wisdom, decided to cut them up in little 4x4 squares and in bigger pieces like this, put little things on the back, and you can use it for coasters, or you can use it for hot plates in the kitchen or wherever else. And I think that we ought to send Marjorie a letter commending her for her wisdom, her knowledge, her intelligence, and her foresight in planning to reduce the material that we've got in the landfill by giving these away as Christmas presents. And anybody else, I mean, I happen to get them as a college sent me Christmas presents for a lot of different reasons. One of them, they're probably glad that I retired and got out of it. Number two is that.
Let me ask you a quick question, and I ain't got no problem with it cutting it up and giving it, but slate, is there any hazardous, problems with slate?
No.
I mean, you know, it's been on top of a building
Yeah.
for a long time, so I'm not sure what kind of,
Properties.
properties, they may have, but,
Yeah.
but you enjoy it.
Let us know how it works.
If we don't see you at a couple of meetings, we'll understand what.
You understand that the pigeon contaminants have filled my body with E.
Yeah,
coli
right,
or
yeah, I'm
something.
not sure, but that's a good idea, maybe,
Yeah, so I
maybe
just
they should
think
crush
that-
it.
We'll send them a letter.
Yeah, I think
We'll send them a letter.
I think I sent Marjorie a letter.
We may have to do them like we did San Jacobo, ask what the properties were in there.
So,
Are you
but I
gonna pass
just,
this on to the board for consideration?
You gonna give it to
Please,
tonight?
please try to get one for Bo if he didn't receive one.
yeah, well, I already gave one to, I gave one to Esther.
We'll know
Both
if
can
we have
have
surgery
none.
on how to help. What the problem was.
I'll share.
That's good.
I just think that it's, a better use than taking up space in the landfill, and, because let's face it, it takes slate, probably about a couple million years to redo, you know, to break down, so.
You'll have a coaster for a while, that's for sure.
We tried to replace the roof on the Burris Auditorium with metal,
Uh-huh,
with slate.
yeah,
And the Historical Society said no.
mm-hmm,
So we had to strip it off. And the reason we had to change it is they used, steel nails. They had started rusting and it started sliding off, so we had to strip it off, go back with brass or copper nails and replace it. And that's when I named the Historical Society to the Hysterical.
that's right.
Well, since we're talking about roofs, let me ask a quick question, because I'm not sure what happens. What happens to all of this, clay roofing that, for example, over in Myrtle Beach, that they put on these condominiums?
Sure. Oh, the
What-
tile?
Yeah, what do they do with that when they have to replace it? Do they bring it out here?
We get some of it here.
Okay.
You could
You grind it?
probably,
Yes, sir. Okay. Can you grind slate? What could we do with it if we grind it? Rather than putting it in. So rather than
base
putting,
material.
so rather than putting it in the landfill, could we not, when they bring it out here, do you grind it? Okay.
And matter of fact, the granite countertop people brings their scrap pieces out and we put it in the concrete pile. Grind it with the concrete.
Anything else? I hear, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, so be it.
I got